Hello, my name is Noridina Sofia and I'll be presenting about the share transaction procedure for the requirement trading on Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad. So let's begin with the listing. Under the listing, all securities are required to be listed by Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad. There are three choices of market that offered by Bursa Malaysia for companies seeking for listed, which are the main market, ace market, and lead market. Next, for trading sessions, Bursa Malaysia is open for business from Monday to Friday, excluding public holidays and when the Bursa Malaysia Committee announced the exchange to be closed. There are two sessions, which the first session is open at 9 a.m. and closing at 12:30 p.m. and will be continued to the second session where it opens at 2:30 p.m. and closing at 5 p.m. So in overall, the trading can be started at 9 a.m. and will be closed at 5 p.m. Lastly is the trading lots. There are two types of lots, which are bought lot and odd lot. Bought lots is shares that are traded about 100 lots and above. The maximum traders can go is 5,000 lots, while odd lot is shares that are traded less than bought lot.
Transaction costs. Transaction costs are expenses incurred when stock is purchased or sold. Brokerage commissions, stamp duty, and clearance fees are all part of the transaction costs. C. In addition to the cost of the shares purchased or sold, the client must pay the following fees. First one is broker's commissions, which according to the broker's commission rates. Stamp duty. For shares, the stamp duty is RM1.50 per 1,000 ringgit of the transaction value of securities payable by both buyer and seller. The stamp duty would be waived up to 1,000 ringgit. And the stamp duty on marketable securities is RM1 for every 1,000 ringgit or fractional portion of the transaction value of securities payable by both buyer and seller. A maximum of RM200 in stamp duty will be waived. Third, clearing fees. Novated contract on market transaction, 0.03% of the transaction value with a maximum of RM1,000 per contract. There is no minimum fee imposed. Second, the direct business contract, 0.03% of the transaction value with a maximum of RM1,000 per contract and a minimum of RM10.
Next is trading procedures. First procedure is account. We are required to open a trading account and a Central Depository System (CDS) account with a participating organisation (PO). Second, engage with remisier. We need to give our remisier instructions to buy or sell a certain number of shares of a company at a certain price, and we have to give our CDS account to the remisier. Third, placing an order. Our orders are keyed into the automated trading system ATS at the PO. The orders will be relayed to Bursa Malaysia trading engine and later will onward to our internet trading system. Fourth, matching order. Through a series of bids and offers, the forces of supply and demand in the market establish all prices at which orders are matched. Fifth, trade confirmation. The remisier will confirm our orders after it has been matched. Sixth, contract notes. The stockbroking company will then send us the contract notes with specifics about the transaction, including any costs owed for brokerage, stamp duty, and clearing, as well as the amount of the purchase or sale. 7. Delivery and settlement. The day plus 2 working days. All regular transactions require delivery and settlement 2 trading days following the transaction date.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Hairun Nisamuddin Muhammad Nasaruddin. CDS, or its full name, Central Depository System, is a system that is fully owned and operated by Bursa Malaysia Depository Setuan Berhad, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Bursa Malaysia Berhad. CDS account is an account that records the ownership of investors' stock holdings and any of investors' transaction history whenever they buy or sell shares. Any investors must open their CDS account with Authorities Depository Agent if they wish to trade in security listed on Bursa Malaysia. To be able to set up a CDS account, they need to be at least 18 years old of age. They will also need to fill up and sign MMN 01, which will allow them to open a CDS account. Besides that, they will also have to provide 2 signed copies of their identification card and pay 10 ringgit as fee for the opening of the account. Whenever the securities bought or sold from the stock market, either through an online platform or broker, the securities will be credited or debited into the CDS account at 9 a.m. T plus 3 days, which is referred to 3 full working days after the transaction was made. Weekend and public holidays are not counted toward the 3 days.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Sharifah Nurhana binti Salman Arif and I will present about the functions of Central Depository System. CDS served as a link between public companies and investors that issue financial securities and the investors or shareholders. The securities are issued by agents associated with depositories who are known as depository participants. The agents are responsible for transferring the securities from the depositories to the investors. A depository participant can be a bank, an institution, or a brokerage. Furthermore, Central Depository System eliminates risks related to owning physical financial securities. The buyers and sellers now do not need to check whether the securities have been transferred successfully without any loss or thief. The depository system also reduces such as risk by allowing the securities to be held and transferred in electronic form. Last but not least, Central Depository System can reduce paperwork and accelerates the process of transferring securities. When a trade occurs, a depository transfers the ownership of securities from the account of one investor to another. It helps in reducing the paperwork associated with the finalization of a trade and accelerates the process of transfer of securities. So that's all from me.
Next, I will explain about the dormant account and inactive account. What is dormant account? A dormant account is an account that has had no financial activity for a long period of time except for the posting of interest. Financial institutions are required by state law to transfer resources held in dormant account to the state treasury after the account has been dormant for a certain period of time. The amount of time varied depending on the state. What is inactive account? A brokerage account in which the client makes few or no transactions for a lengthy period of time. As brokers make their profit from fee on transaction, some brokerage levy a special fee on inactive account to encourage trading. That is inactive account. So what is the difference between dormant account and inactive account? In an inactive account unused for more than 12 months. For dormant account unused for more than 24 months. For inactive account, do some banking activity like fund transfer or deposit or withdrawing over the phone net to make sure the account is reactive again. And for dormant account, visit bank with photo identity proof and apply to revive. That's all for me. Thank you.